I'm super excited. I've got my man WorlD in the building. Let me just turn my camera so y'all can see him very well. All right, shout out to the man. He's in town in the UK. WorlD, what's going on, man? How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm good. I'm good. You know what? It feels good to be back in the UK.
It does actually.
And this is like this is my officially my first media, run in the UK, and it feels like I should have done this a long time ago, but better late than never.
That's what they say.
I'm happy to be here.
That's what they say.
And we've known each other for so long.
That's right.
So it's not even. This doesn't feel like an interview. This is like us. This is a reunion for us.
So let me tell you all something, right? Usually, I would love to have like a very extensive conversation with WorlD on the air, but we're gonna save that, all right? Because tomorrow there's gonna be a special private listening for WorlD's new project that is dropping out. I want to put that out first before we even talk. All right, there's a private listening happening tomorrow, and if you are in the UK and you want to be a part of it, you can start already hitting me up, and we can see if we can get you some tickets. But WorlD is definitely going to do a private listening tomorrow, and it is around your project that's coming out.
Yeah, first time I'm going to be playing the entire project.
Right.
And I'm just looking forward to it, man. Like, I think it's going to be a special one.
Yeah, man, to be honest with you, I've listened to the project. First of all, shout out to you for sending it over. You and your team. Daisy, shout out to you as well. I listened to the project. I was listening to it all through last night, and even though we've talked about it prior, right? But I understand where you were going when you were saying that this was a bit more intimate now about you just.
Yeah,
I'm
letting so much out.
Letting so much. That's right. It's almost like shedding off the burdens and saying, "Hey, new chapter," right?
Absolutely.
I love that. All right, so real quick, you put out "Let You Down." First of all, you put out "Spunk" first, which is the first one you put out. For those who haven't hit the project, I want you to just quickly, as I always do, summarize each record for me. "Spunk." What were you talking about there?
You know what, "Spunk"? I'm talking about "You're the Best I Know," and really, this is me like. It's like affirmation. It's like reminding someone how special they are to you.
Right.
But the record is real sexy.
I mean, it is. I'm chuckling here because I heard the record. The first time I heard the record, I was like, damn. This nigga?
Sonically, you know what? Sonically, it's like a new range, right? Because it's like you hear like the R&B in it, you hear the hip hop in it,
right?
And you hear the Afro beats in it. So it's like this album I'm fusing hip hop, R&B, and Afro beats a lot this time. This is me revisiting my ATL background. Now to the Nigeria background and everything else in between is what I've learned through R&B and creating music and just different genres. But mostly you're gonna hear a lot of hip hop influence, a lot of R&B influence, and a lot of Afrobeat influence on this one.
That seems to be kind of like your MO as well. You like the art of fusing sound,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely,
and discovering and fusing new sound. That's always been your thing, like
from day one.
Yeah.
Because for me, the journey back to Lagos in Nigeria was different for me.
Right.
Just like a lot of my peers, a lot of people came, they started a career in Nigeria and the rest of the world. For me, I started in ATL.
That's right.
And moving back, spending more time in Africa and moving around, it's like different. I'm relearning the ropes and learning the ways again.
Yeah.
I had to be patient to make sure that like my conversations when it comes to Afrobeats are pure and not just an idea of what Afrobeats is. Not like living in America and you think you understand.
You think you understand no Afrobeat.
But I had to move back like 2018. I took my time. I was in a rush. For me, I would say it's always a marathon. So the journey continues for real. Yeah.
Right. No, I mean, listen, to be honest, I think I will save some of the questions, like I said, for the private listening tomorrow. But I do feel like the journey for you has been very. It's exposed you quite a lot as well, and I can see that also in the way you are relating, not just with the music, but with the audience as well. Like everyone can find their own. Almost like their own soundtrack in your music nowadays.
You know what? This one it's a life it's a life project.
Yeah.
I call it my world with you because that defines my name. So WorlD, WorlD. That's how you spell number world. But when you take the O out and you put the U, it's just world with you.
Yeah.
It's my world with you.
Yeah.
And I wanted it to be a life project. I wanted it to be about struggle. I want to share my thoughts, how I am behind the blue hair and the vibes and all that. I'm human, and I struggle. I go through a lot. I've been going through a lot, both personally, both with relationships, up and down, and just moving back home, trying to find myself over again. And I felt like it was necessary for me to show that part on this album. I feel like I've never shown that side.
Yeah.
People just heard great music from me.
Yeah.
And it's just so necessary right now.
Some of what you've explained actually is also reflective in the song "Let You Down." Like,
absolutely,
like you know.
Yeah. I'm flawed. Like a lot of guys that I know. I feel like a lot of people see me and they hear "show you off." Like, you need to be like WorlD, show you off. No, WorlD is just as flawed as that next guy.
That's right.
That trying to find himself, and this time I let somebody down, right? And trying to be better. I didn't mean to let you down, but at the end of the day, I feel like that's part of the story of just being human. Like I'm not flawless. I'm flawed. I've been broken. I've broken hearts at the same time, and I felt the need to share the side of where I'm not, flawless and beyond mistakes and beyond letting somebody down.
You know what? It's interesting that you are having these conversations right now in this day and age, especially when the conversation around, I would say, mental health and people just being burdened unnecessarily is a conversation, a global conversation, right?
Absolutely.
And essentially what I'm understanding you say is, the earlier you're able to understand that you're a flawed person and you're not perfect, and you don't hold yourself to the standards where you have to be.
It's part of mental wellness.
That's right.
It's a process.
That's right.
Of trying to get yourself right.
That's right. I totally agree. Listen, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. Absolutely love the project. Guys, if you haven't heard this project, ladies and gents, this is a project coming out on March the 11th, which is next week.
We have like 4 songs out now.
Yeah. There's Spunk, there's Let You Down, there's Sad
Tonight,
and
there's Stamina.
Yeah. So Sad Tonight was the most recent one that you put out.
That just came out last week Friday.
I know.
Yeah.
Please just talk to me about that one. I'm gonna leave that there. But let's hear about what's that record about.
So Sad Tonight is continuation. So this album, this time around, I'm like telling a story, and everything is in sync. So I'm going from Let You Down to Sad Tonight.
Right.
So the conversation is, I really do not want to go to bed sad tonight.
Yeah.
And the inspiration is that heavy feeling that you have in the morning when you feel like you have unresolved issues with your partner. I think it's one of the worst feelings. I want to wake up and be ready to go. And when you have so much weight on your shoulders, it's really hard to get up and go. That inspired that conversation. And I feel like a lot of people can relate to this conversation. I'm just really saying, I don't want to go to bed sad tonight. Let's get closer. Let's resolve it right now. Let's solve the issues right now. Let's talk about it right now. Let's fix it right now.
Full disclosure, I played that record. I had a little, call it like a mini bust out with the missus the other day, right?
Oh, wow.
And no, it wasn't even anything serious. It was just about who's going to pick the kids up from school, and I had stuff to do. I was like, look, I can't do that right now, right? But nonetheless, I did play the record. This is a cheeky story. I did play the record, and it was my apology by saying, hey, we can talk about this now.
I'm so happy.
You don't have to sleep on it tonight.
I'm so happy to hear that.
She was having me sleep on the couch if I didn't resolve it. So
and it's so crazy, and it was a personal experience for me as well too. And honestly, like for me on this album, every song, I feel like everyone is gonna hear a conversation that's gonna strike, either trigger you in a positive way or trigger you in a negative way, depending on what side of that conversation you're on.
I hear you.
Right.
Listen, shout out to the homie Dharmola who's just responding on Instagram. He says, man, shout out to the homie WorlD. He says,
yeah, what's up?
Says, I need to get with him. So much work to do.
Yeah, so much work to do. Like, so much work.
Let me ask you. So I know I know you like to be very creative. You and your brother,
Shout out to Mukhtar. Yeah.
What's your take on this new NFT conversation? Like, I mean, that's the conversation around the world right now.
You know what? Mm-hmm. I've been so consumed with the music that I'll be honest, right. I've not tapped in.
Okay.
A lot of my friends are already pulling me in, like, yo, we need to sit down and talk about this. Like, for me, I don't have enough of the information to talk about it yet. Until then, I need to inform myself a little bit more.
Okay.
A little bit more, and I'm still gathering information. I think there's something special there. A lot of creative people that I know are already into it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be too late. I'm just trying to get this album out so I can just kind of like, what am I missing? I really need to educate myself before I can speak on that. Yeah.
I hear you there. All right, guys, listen up. Let me let WorlD go. I'm gonna play this song for you. It's called "Sad Tonight."
Yeah.
It is off.
It's out right now.
Yep. It literally came out last week Friday. It's off the forthcoming project called "My World with You," and that drops March 11th. However, the most important thing I want you guys to remember, there is going to be a private listening happening tomorrow in London.
Thursday.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Tomorrow's Thursday? Oh my goodness.
I know, right?
All right, tomorrow then.
Tomorrow, in London here. Shout out to Bez who's in town as well. If you are in London, please make yourself available. Come out to the private listening. All right, I'm going to be sharing some information on that, the venue, and WorlD's going to share some of that as well on his page. Yeah. All right, his page is ThisIsWurlD. Please check it out. Well, let me play this record right now. I want to thank you for stopping by.
Thank you so much.
We will have a family conversation tomorrow.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward.
And break it down.
I can't wait.
Same
Listen, there's no rehearsals. We're just going to really speak and just be natural as human, listen to the music, and just have a conversation with the people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Bring your A game, bring your questions as well. Brad, I hope I'm going to see you there as well. Let me play this record right now, and shout out again shout out to WorlD for coming by in the studio. Okay?
Thank you, Beats.
All right. The song is called Sad Tonight. And like I said, this song helped me. Y'all need to listen to this record. If you are currently having a little beef with anyone who you truly care about, hey, play the record for them, all right?
Love it.